For some of you, there may be issues with a wife or a mother figure, okay? And we're dealing with the Empress here. So, I want to say for some of you, you may have lost a mother. And I want to say I'm sorry for that. My deepest condolences. I know how challenging it is to lose a parent. And I feel like you're still maybe dealing with the heartache from that, okay? There's a lot of sadness, a lot of grief. I feel like this is something that's already happened, so I don't want to scare anyone and, you think this is something this month. I feel like this has already happened, okay? This mother figure may have been somebody who was a fire sign, so that could be a Leo, a Sagittarius, or an Aries. Or this just was a woman who was very passionate, very loving. I want to say she loved animals too for some of you. There's something here about loving animals. I think this month may be challenging for some of you because there may be talks about how we're going to just distribute property or money. I feel like for some of you, there may have been a mother who passed, and maybe you're dealing with a sister or a relative who's a fire sign, and they're very eager to do things their way. And you're going to be the one to communicate with this person and say, no, we're not going to do everything your way. We're all in this together, and we're going to do this together. And it's not going to be the way you want it. I feel like this person's trying to get more than everybody else, or they're trying to do things exactly their way. They're being a bit manipulative, I feel. And this may be a time when, you stand up for yourself, and your other siblings perhaps, and you just say no, this isn't the way it's going to go. I think you haven't said much up to this point because you weren't sure how you should handle it with this individual, and I kind of feel like there's so much sadness here over your loss that it's really hard for you to really communicate with this person. But I think you'll get to the point where you can communicate and you can tell them exactly how you feel. And I think you're the magician here too. So the magician, you have the power, but you got to speak up. And I feel like you're going to do this in a very, a good way, a very agreeable way. I don't see it being a hostile situation per se. I just think you're dealing with a lot of anger. I want to say anger because this person's like taking advantage, but I don't think you're going to be vocalizing that anger to the extent in which you feel it. But also, there's just the sadness because of the loss. For some of you, it's not a death per se. It can be for some of you an ending to a marriage or a relationship with someone you have children with. Again, it could be a fire sign. And there's a lot of sadness over this, but there's also a need to communicate with this person because they're taking advantage in some capacity, and the cards are saying you have more power here than you realize, and you need to own up to that. There's heartbreak here. I mean, we see it in the center of the reading. So whatever, again, this isn't something new. I don't feel like it's something that coming into July, you have no idea what it is, and all of a sudden it takes you by surprise. You already know about this, so I don't want to freak anybody out, okay? And remember, these are general readings, so it's not going to apply to everybody. But look, there's some communication that needs to happen with somebody we had an ending with, an ending to a relationship with. Can be a mother figure, can be someone we share custody with, can be, a spouse. I feel like this person is just trying to take advantage in some capacity, and you're communicating with this person and saying, no, this isn't the way we're going to do things. Let me look at the Three of Swords in the center here with these Gypsy Oracle cards, and we'll try to get some clarification. Yeah. I think somebody did something very stupid. We have the pleasure seekers here. So I don't want to say this isn't regarding a situation where Somebody has passed away. If it is, it's because somebody is trying to, again, win one over or get one over, right? So there's some foolish actions or behavior here with the pleasure seekers card. We maybe expected more of this person because we have strong connection to them. They can physically actually be your wife, or it can be a mother figure because we have children here, or it can be regarding a mother figure. But somebody has acted foolishly, and there's some envy, or there's some jealousy, or there's some anger, there's some hostility here on this Three of Swords because of the actions that this person has taken. Let's look at the Queen of Wands. Communication. Yeah. For some of you, this is really talking about a marriage or a relationship where the Queen of Wands is saying to you, I kind of feel like they're telling you maybe they don't want to be in this relationship anymore. Okay? They put a lot of thought into this. Maybe they're not wanting to continue the relationship anymore. For some of you where this isn't regarding a relationship, there's some communication about a contract or an agreement that you're getting from this Queen of Wands, and it's making you really have to sit back and think and ponder how you're going to handle this situation. Again, you're coming up as the Magician, so I feel like you're handling this appropriately, and I feel like you're going to get the outcome that you want. You just got to be careful in choosing your words, and I think you as an Aquarius, you're going to be able to do that. Okay? Let's go ahead and look at what's coming in regarding love. Okay. We have the Seven of Swords. A lot of people got that card this month. I don't know what it's about, but there's a lot of deception going on. Four of Swords. Ace of Swords. A lot of, oh my goodness, Six of Swords. King of Swords. Are you serious? Are we just going to pull out that whole suit? The Hermit. The Magician. Page of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. And at the bottom of the deck, overall energy we have is the Three of Wands. All right, Aquarius. You're in the center here. King of Swords. Male or female. Can be either one. We also have a water sign here. So Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising. They're present as well. You know, it's so interesting. The Seven of Swords and the Six of Swords have come out in so many readings. And what is the Seven of Swords and the Six of Swords? When you see them together, immediately you think there's some deception going on. Especially next to the Four of Swords here, I feel like somebody wasn't telling the truth. Okay? Now the truth is coming out. Right here with the Ace of Swords, the truth is being revealed. It's bittersweet because it's sweet because we always need to know the truth. But it's bitter because it's the truth. You know what I mean? So I see departure here because of it. And I'm telling you, I've seen this in a lot of the readings I've done this month. I think this is a month, the whole energy for all of us is really about closing some doors. You know, just putting a permanent end to some things. I just feel like this is a big cosmic shift or something. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's with the nodal shifts that have happened or what, but I just feel like there's, I don't know if you follow astrology or not, but that's something that occurred is nodal shifts if you want to look it up. But I don't know what it is, but I see a lot of doors closing and a lot of doors beginning to show or are starting to open or starting to appear for us out of the clouded, foggy distance. We're starting to see some opportunities arise, but we got to close some doors first. And for you guys, I feel like there may, okay, for some of you who are single, I feel like somebody may be moving in towards you or closer to you who's a water sign, and they may want a relationship. And really, you're coming up as the Magician to say, you can make it whatever you want, you know? I think you might have some reservations about this water sign just because they may act more emotional than you. They may present themselves in a way that you are like uncertain as to whether or not you can handle their energy. But I think this is something that you're going to give it a shot. You're going to give it a shot. And I think that really there's no looking back. Like I see you and this person having a great connection. For those of you who are coupled, oh man, like I said, there's a deception that came to light, or it's coming to light the beginning of July. You're dealing with it, you're considering it, you're not sure how you want to process it. I feel like in the middle of the month, you're still kind of figuring out how you want to handle it. I don't see you rushing to make a decision. I feel like you're kind of just marinating in it and trying to figure out what you want to do. You are the magician again, so you can materialize whatever you want, whether you want to work on this relationship or not. And I kind of feel like you're going to want to try again, okay? But when you try again, you can't look back. Neither of you can look back and hold whatever happened against one another. You know, you got to really try to move forward. That's the message here. So let me look at this with the Gypsy Oracle cards and let's see what other messages may come through. I want to look at the Seven of Swords first. I can't believe we got so many swords here in the beginning. It's so crazy. Your energy is dominant in this spread. Yeah, so something happened that caused some melancholy, caused some grief. It was something new that was revealed. Okay, we see that with the Ace of Swords, some truth revealed. And now we're being asked, as the Servant card is here, it's asking us to be of service in a sense to ourselves and to this other person. Recognize this, whatever this was, recognize it for what it is, you know. Recognize this deception for what it is. It can be something simple, like somebody was scared to tell you the truth because they were afraid that, you know, you wouldn't, you know, it doesn't have to be cheating per se. It just can be somebody was deceptive about something. It can be something small too, because they were worried about what you think about them. But the truth's coming to light this month. Maybe it's something that makes you sit back and ponder, like, well, damn, I didn't know that, but, you know, okay, maybe we can still keep moving forward and keep trying, you know, and see where this goes. Some of you are either leaving a marriage or you're reconnecting with an ex-partner. With the marriage card, the side card, and the journey. On the Six of Swords here, which talks about leaving, some of you are choosing to leave. Again, there's a choice here of whether you want to work on things or not. For those of you who are single, be careful, because an ex-lover might be trying to return too. I've seen a lot of that in the readings too, where there's ex-lovers possibly trying to come back. So, I don't know, guys. This is a crazy month for all that. That's all I gotta say. Let's look at the Magician. Okay, so you have it within you to make transformations happen with the Death card that need to happen. You have to have hope. Move on from your sorrow. Move on from what hasn't worked. Find hope and make the necessary transformations, because you are the Magician, okay? You can make outcomes. You can make have a great impact on how things play out. Just remember that. And I think you know that because you're coming up as the Hermit too. So I think you know that you need to kind of marinate in this and then decide how you want to proceed, okay?